we're heading.
Absolutely agree. I think nowadays LCK mid laners have kind of figured out this matchup on the Sylas side. They've been doing very well into Akali's, and as this should be a fun one. Let's see how it all goes down as we hop into the Rift for game number 1. So it's always in the back of my mind that, oh, the Sylas is a great pick into it because we end up just not getting to a stage where the Akali can actually carry. But we might see it in this game, especially with, as you mentioned, this game is going to go on for a long time. Again, it's comfort for Karis. He could make it happen in this one.
Yeah. I really like that you mentioned that Chovy interview. It kind of brings us back to a difference in skill level across our mids here in the LCK. And
he's got that for himself. The top lane, still going relatively evenly. I think that Rascal could definitely come on down here if they did want to get a 3v3 skirmish in. Mid lane, though, pushed in on a back from Fate, which means that this is going to be spotted, but Rocco seemingly alone here at level 5, as you mentioned, not really going to be able to force anything. You see, the rotation from the bottom lane was coming in, but...
And I've been watching as much as I can, late at night, a little bit of LEC. We're seeing more Gragas mid in the LEC, flexing to other positions, but...
Body Slam is down. Rascal does have Flash, as here we go, Grand Challenge already in. He's just going to flash out of this one, not even electing to throw out a cast first, just in case he gets stunned. They're trying to set up for this, but it's taking quite a while. Rocco's here. He's going to spot the Sejuani. He's going in on this one because guess what? Rascal is here too. The bubble comes in, and that is should be a dead Lulu. Yep. Effort's going to go down. The culling goes in. And DRX will create first blood in the bottom lane as Fate.
And he's really losing nothing from this. And again, all the while he spins, even if he's losing a little bit of farm, which he's not going to. Okay, hold on.
Oh, Karis is getting extremely low.
Somewhere else, you could watch it on your computer in your other room where you have your office set up. Or tell them that you're not coming out for a while, You're going to be in here for a little while.
You're going to burrow through. Rocco is going to get caught here as he is going in pretty deep to try to clear that role of ward, as Morgan did come in, and now Fate is in a little bit of trouble. Has to flash away, has a Kali ultimate, will be okay.
And Fleta is rotating up right now, but he's so far away.
Okay, they're going pretty deep for this one. Meryl in the front as the Akali is in the back line, but at the end of the day, Umpty's already dead. Rascal, though, taking a bunch of beatings from Effort and Morgan on the left side of this fight, as he will be Grand Challenge taken out. And Karis, DRX are going to go onto this one. It doesn't look like Bro really care about this. They're going down to the bottom side of the map, actually, as they have caught Rascal here. It is a 4v1. Rascal is going to be taken out. This is going to lead.
Will scale with time, regardless of these guys.
The 2 rods. Double rod.
And DRX actually rotating over here for a bit of a fight over what will be the 3rd break of the game. TP committed.
Look at this, they have a Rift Herald in mid too, putting on some pressure. Bro are kind of just crowded because Karis is top and he doesn't have TP, so they don't want to fight the 4v5. This one also got a flash.
This is quintessential Bro, right? Don't force this fight. It's not on our terms. Giga Chad.
Yeah, Giga Chad.
Umpty, though.
Well, this is super low, this turret, so okay. That one is going to kind of miss. As Fate is going back in, he knows he has the buy on the way, but he's already extremely low as they try to convert onto Karis. Can they even kill the Akali as Effort comes in? And it's just going to polymorph the Vi. Rocco getting out of vision. Meanwhile, in mid, Henna going 1v2 onto these guys. The culling going to push him back.
Right, put the emphasis on that sense really weirdly, but...
Yeah, oh, so point.
Yeah, but they're got fast track on it. Karis is going to TP in. He has a flank angle here, but there's a lot of vision.
Yeah, and he's still 4-0. He should have his Shadow Flame completed. Rascal going pretty deep, but he has a stopwatch himself. Just going to flash to safety. As Morgan, the Wild Growth, going to be used onto him, so that's already just used in this fight. Meanwhile, this flank angle from the Akali is spotted. Not sure that DRX can actually get in, though. Kroko is in the pit, doesn't matter. Bit of an early smite from him as Umpty will pick that one up, and nobody is going to die in the contest.
That's a Baron, so you got to be careful.
There's a lot of fighting here, and ult's going to be thrown into Kroko by Umpty. Doesn't really do too much. Now Effort's kind of out of the fight, forces the flash out of Umpty. Fate's getting in there. Just really needs his team to back him up when they're in a good position to fight, but you can see that DRX, as they're going to spot him now.
Just holding this cask so long. They're playing this so patiently. Great job so far from DRX with Fate looking for this flank. Morgan at half health.
There's a weird amount of poke with Lucian and Gragas, right? And they're actually using it pretty well, as here we go. We got the engage. They're trying to get on top of the Zeri, but you see that Henna's just able to flash on out, but Morgan is down already. Down goes Effort as well. Let's see if Henna can actually do something in this fight. He's able to take down Rascal, who did go pretty deep, and even though the engage was on top of Henna,
they've got to lock this Zeri down somehow.
They were not able to do any damage to her in the fight, as in goes Croco. He's able to get the steal. Very nicely done, as now he's going to flash and try to just get out of here, and that he will. Karis and Effort on the top side. They're going to go all in onto the Lulu. They really do not want to see this Lulu survive, but he will, as the Wild Growth is used onto him, and they went pretty deep for Effort, who is just like, yep, okay, that's fine. I do not care about that. It's now Croco on the run once again. No flash for him.
Really frustrating here for DRX, trying to catch the support. Turns into a disaster. Fate goes down here. He doesn't have, like, he has Zonia's, but couldn't have turned that with that, as now they're just trying to defend this turret. And Gragas looking for the flank here. Rascal does have his ultimate.
Yeah, they're just going to push it, and Morgan, he's just off there pushing. He's going to try to get this inhibitor, as the turn does come in onto the Sejuani, who's got Wild Growth, as now Karis in the backline assassinates the Lucian, and Rascal as well, just separated from the team, as everybody's trying to deal with the Akali, but nobody quite can, as Karis also going to get away, and Henna is just having free reign here. So many bubbles have hit. Meanwhile, in the base, the inhibitor just went down, so Morgan's not going to stop his push, as you see that Rascal will finally be able to back here and try to stop it, but this fight will heavily go in the favor of Bro, as we do have Henna finally forced to use that ultimate, but does not matter. Gonna take everybody down. You know, at least a couple of these shots and some extra dashes will be coming in. Question is it too little too late?
Seems that way, but we've seen crazier Gragas defenses than what we might see here.
Here comes Karis. Look at the damage he does, but he's dead. He's dead. He just goes in by himself and immediately gets blown up.
All right, little bit of Icarus action here. Getting a little bit too close to the sun on this one. That's his first death of the game. They're still in a great position in this game, but this means DRX can contest for Drake. It's the sole point they're on right now.
That's a 4v4 on the Drake, or maybe a 4v3 actually, as Team tries to get up there. As Fate is coming over here, but it's too late. I mean, Morgan already took down a Nexus turret.
Now they're just going to try to push around and end this. Look at the super minions taking this turret out of TP defensively.
He had to stop the back on the push on the bottom side. So Henna's just going in straight forward right after Rascal teleports out. Great timing from him, as the base is in shambles on the side of DRX. Croco, he's been very good about getting away in these fights, but you know, B, R, and O. That's all you need.
Wow.
Here's Fate. Yeah, it's solved. It's a solved problem now. Rascal and Fate, can they both take out Morgan? Or the Stolen Grand Challenge, you would imagine so, as he's still getting on top of this, as the entirety of DRX's team is coming back to defend against this.
Yeah, they're going to kill him, right?
Yeah, they should be able to get Morgan eventually, but the problem is that this Baron is just gone.
Without a Fiora, and the siege in this composition is not amazing, right? You have a Zeri, which is pretty good at pushing, but
just gonna get the TP, essentially, out of Fate, which is actually a very good thing with the Fiora potential in the side lane.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Flatter, careful.
They're trying to get on top of Henna, but Henna is so well protected, as insane damage just come out of Rascal.
I mean, now Karis is out of this fight, and yeah, you have a Zeri here, and she has GA, but you don't get a second chance. If you die, if you lose that GA, you are not going to survive through the second part unless it's a 1v1 or something crazy at the end of that team fight.
You see the state of the top lane. Morgan can't really push that, right? He doesn't have teleport himself either, so he kind of has to stay here on the bottom side, which means that we might just get a straight-up 5v5.
All right, Morgan's actually just trying to split push to end.
Okay, I mean, they're trying to get in here onto Henna.
And Croco and crew are going to have to be decisive.
Okay, Henna's going to be 100-0 potentially, but no, the CC isn't quite there. Henna gets another shield as the fight is still going in. Fate's trying to get in that backline, but he's got no help on this fight, as meanwhile Morgan is just ignoring the Gragas entirely. This game is over, as Morgan will last hit the Nexus, and they finally get it done just over 40 minutes.
This is about what we expect to see in this series, and we expect to see 3 games of it. So, like I said, get your brew. 42 minutes and 43 seconds here. This is just game one, Valdez. Just the first of what could be an exciting 3-game series.
Yeah, now's the time to restock.
The priority pick is going to be the Orianna again, so LCK evolving here.
Whoa.
And if you pick the Jax here as Brionne early, you would pick it only because you want to deny it rather than picking the Renekton, right? And then you could run into the Renekton yourself, but it also opens up a Gnar pick, for example.
Load it up right now. Let's hop into it.
And actually, Umpty will also join him, so just leaving Henna and Effort under turret.
He's going to totally avoid the ward. They do not know that Umpty is here.
This could be disastrous. They have no idea. Fate's here, too.
Uh-oh. Well, okay, a 2v3, and it looks like DRX is going to say, you know what? Now that the Vi's here, never mind. In Korea, I don't know if it really is.
I'd say it's traditional. You know, it's a traditional food. I would say delicacy is Morgan.
Okay, he's got Dominus and Umpty nearby, though. They're going to try to turn this one as even the Rift Herald's getting in there. Juhan is going to miss the ult, though, as Morgan is getting low, but he's Renekton. As down will go Juhan, as they really tried to force that one 2v2, as here comes Henna. He's got cleanse. Immediately cleansed that one, and Duckdown is just left out to dry. Nothing that the duo can do down here as Henna. That is a double kill as he just immediately jumps on them and kills them both.
Oh man, Effort's cracking up too. That was such a clean play from Henna. Hits level 6, he knows he has the cleanse for the Chains of Corruption, and Duckdown is feeling like I can force this, I can continue to push this because I know that I have this Chains of Corruption I could use defensively, but just kind of didn't realize or didn't consider that Henna could engage with Flash Cleanse. You're pushing super hard, but Varus doesn't have the strength with auto attacks here in an exchange like this. He absolutely loses. The same is true of Heimerdinger, and Zeri can outpace those 2 turrets. So everything about what Duckdom and Barrel did there, they felt safe. They have 2 turrets. He can't push through that. I have ult. We can actually keep forcing this as Umpty is good. This is great. I love you. Because we have spent so much of the season just defaulting to sit under turret and farm, and Henna says, no, I've got cleanse. I can get past those turrets.
Okay, they're going to try to 100-0 Barrel. It will work out as the trade back. The wild growth on the Henna is not enough. Juhan is here for the counter gang, picks up a double kill for his bottom laner. As Duckdom casually just going to go 2-1 now.
So suddenly it all flips back over to the other side as Duckdom will pick up multiple kills here as Fate.
Okay, getting in there. The Tibbers, not quite enough damage, and not even electing to flash away from that one as Kars had the follow-up. Just decides, well, I'm dead.
Doesn't have the cooldown, unfortunately. If he could get an additional stun there, he definitely gets out, but was sitting on 3 of the 4, needed one more ability. With this additional Dirk, able to do so much more damage with these Qs and can continue to push. And this time, Henna's not going to be looking for an all-in. Maybe with Umpty, though.
Oh, boy. Already getting on in there. And guess who's here again? It's Juhan in the bush. The chains, though, will miss. The kite back is excellent from Duckdom, though. And that's going to be a kill here onto Barrel as Juhan is just a thorn in Umpty's side.
It really is.
So they don't know exactly where everybody is, but they have a sneaking suspicion. As, okay, they're trying to get on top of Rascal here, who is a Jax from Counter-Strike, so using everything to try to take down Rascal. Can they actually do it is the question. Even Sejuani ultimate thrown in here to try to deny this kill, as Rascal will get away.
And DRX actually do not hold the Drake here.
Is Rascal going to face check? Will it matter? We do have Renekton here. Morgan is waiting for this one as the ultimate does come in from Umpty, but the Counter-Strike is just so good against both of these champions. There's tons of damage just coming in from the Dominus, and he will eventually be taken down.
He can actually push very comfortably on this bot turret.
Here comes Tibbers, trying to earn himself another POG, as Barrel is making his way up to the top lane here.
And he hit the nade.
In a bit of trouble. He's not going to expect Barrel to be here, as that is a big turret.
You're not going this way.
It's a zoning turret, but now with the TP coming in, I mean, can they make something of this as another grenade does come in, and Morgan is just tanking it up for his team. Karis and Effort not able to get in there and help him out at all. As Umpty in a little bit of trouble here. 100-0 possibility does come in. Barrel will pick up the kill, as that is now the bro jungler out of commission.
Barrel on Heimer. You know, it's an iconic pick for this player for a reason. He's had a lot more success on stronger teams with it, but...
Okay, ult comes out. There's the flank teleport.
We're just in mid.
Yeah, they're just trying to get out of here. Rascal Ganazonia is in an unfortunate spot. He is going to be able to leap, though, away.
With Morgan not being able to get value out of his teleports.
Uh-oh, Henna, not wanting to use the cleanse, is eventually just going to get wild growth and get out of there. So he's able to hold on to that, but takes a big chunk, and DRX will take down the mid turret.
And there's no flank this time. There's no way to shut this down now.
As DRX trying to just poke him out with the Varus here. They start this Baron as Juhan does not want to let it go at this moment in time. Not a lot of vision in the pit. Juhan just keeping it alive. The turn comes in. It finds Karis immediately as he is going to survive for a bit, but the shockwave does nothing. They get to the backline. They take out Beryl, though, as Henna is still alive. But look at Morgan. He's all alone on the front line, and nobody can deal with the Jax, who is just huge at this point in time. As the flash comes in, and they bonk him on the head. Rascal is going to take out the Zeri. As we got this huge chase coming in mid, as Umpty's just trying to stop the wave, but they're just going to take the Elder instead.
Yeah. As a lethality Varus who can just destroy effort right now, destroy Karis if he hits a good arrow here. And they have, guess what, prep stun for Fate, and they're just going to fight this on the turrets, the Nexus turrets themselves.
Yeah, Morgan doesn't even have a health bar as in goes Rascal, hits 3 people in the back line. They're trying to take down the Jax, but they can't even do that as Henna is trying to fight this front to back. Juhan gets close to the sun, so does Beryl. Everybody's flashing away, but okay, missed stun from Fate as well. I mean, they're trying to fight here as Henna going 1v3, but look at the base, look at the Nexus. It should be taken down here. As down it will go. DRX take game number 2.
8,000 damage on the Ori.
There's still a lot to do in the booth there. As, yeah, they're not quite able to get it going with their composition, bro. Just behind the 8 ball the entire time. As DRX this time around, they're able to put 2 and 2 together. And as you mentioned, I think everybody could feel the difference once these 2 players sat down. They could just try to rely on what Ezreal, Karma, and Sejuani have in their kits, and that they will in terms of magic damage, but they're not going to have like a main AP source on their team. Now onto the Rift for the 3rd time. And there's not much that the Vi can do about it.
Yeah, not much she can do. Definitely nothing Karis can do.
Yeah, they're smacking each other. And this might actually lead to a play up on the top side with the huge amount of trading that has happened up here. As here we go, Juhan is here, and now Fate's even going to join in as Rascal will take the aggro. Flash by Morgan as he's going to stand to the turret and take first blood given over to the Jace. And Juhan will even survive. Ezreal, Karma, and the Sejuani, I suppose, as we do have a nice little trade here. Juhan level 6. He's up a level. He's got Aftershock here. He is going to miss that one, as will the accelerated Shock Blast.
You guys are also so that also misses.
Uh-oh, Fate getting pretty aggressive with this one. Might be in some trouble. Flash comes out. He's under the turret. The knockback, though. And Karis is not able to quite finish him off, but does get the flash out of Fate. Yeah. The part of the reason, as this is the first streak, actually, of the game. Even with the Heimerdinger, it's going to be the first time they do go for this one, as everybody's seemingly grouped up in mid with the Rift Heralds.
And this is a lot more money going straight into Fate's pocket here. True Shot Barrage out to help clear this wave. And this is going to be a lot of money picked up here. So yeah, you get the first Drake. It's a single mountain, which is quite significant, especially into Jace. So good bait.
This push is not coming. Can they burst him down? Looks like the answer should be yes. This Fate is just trying to push the minions away. And Karis is going to pick up that first kill for his team. Varus Heimerdinger. Zumpty, you're here as Juhan is going to run straight into him as a lot is thrown into this Vi. Can they burst down Umpty? As Umpty goes forward, does not care, just does get taken out, but opens up the back line here for Karis, who already has his 2nd kill, is looking for Duckdom, will pick that one up. But now with Fate coming on over.
Oh!
Tester cursed immediately.
I thought
put
he
in
was
the ground.
Out. Beryl, you know, he is not confident on just a 1-item Akali they could win this
Here
exchange.
we go.
I say that. I said about
cursed
this
again.
I know, and then Karis is like, "Oh yeah, well watch me do this."
Yeah, he's in there, and he's killing a ward as his team is going in, and now the rest of Bro will engage as down to 1 health, and it looks like, I guess Bro got it. Not 100% sure actually, as down will go Rascal. Did trade it, and yes, Karis Okay, get a little fight here. He's gonna get on top of this Karma as Beryl is in a lot of trouble, but they're using a lot onto Beryl. Will it matter? A huge ultimate comes in from Juhan, allowing him to get Karis and a shutdown onto Fate.
Henna pushing him out. Not quite enough damage to take this one out, as they're gonna TP for this.
Yeah.
Bottom is exposed, so you TP for the mid turret, which is more important, as they're going to force a fight.
Rascal's making something of this. They find Umpty against the wall, as Umpty, you see head and hands, and did not want that to happen.
Morgan doesn't match the TP. You know, the TP is hidden.
It's going to be a shock blast that does miss. Accelerated DRX, they don't want to take any risks, it feels like, although Juhan's still here.
His cask is coming up in just a second.
Yeah, Morgan taking a beating, but he is going to get on top of the Ezreal here as Duckdom in the back line. Can they burst him down? Yes, they absolutely can, as down goes the Ezreal, and Karis gets a shutdown of his own. As what is going on here?
Forcing it super hard.
Rascal, I mean, really trying to get that kill. It's now Effort trying to flash out, but he will not be able to. Double kill now for Fade as more and more skirmishes will come in, and Umpty gives the triple kill to Fade, who's looking for a potential penta.
And you know what, Valdez? This is the most interest anyone has ever shown. Anyone has ever shown a solo Chemtech Dragon.
Man, this is solo Chemtech Dragon's day.
Oh man, 8 kills for Fate.
8-1.
Breon choked this game away, Valdez.
They've definitely fallen behind. Uh-oh. This is, it's Effort. He's just trying to waddle away. He didn't mean to be there, as, yeah, he's just gonna die. That's gonna be Fate picking up a 9th kill. He is now legendary, by the way. And maybe they finally did that. All the puzzle pieces sliding into place as Beryl taking a lot of aggro, but take a look at the Baron health. You see that Umpty cannot get in the pit. They can burst it down, and there it goes. Bro in the 5v5 looking to take the fight. Effort is back as now the flash grenade. They get 2 in the front line. Down goes the Jace. And Karis has found the back line. And without their Jace, Duckdom is really the only one doing damage in this fight. Yeah, Morgan is so tanky, they're going to take down 2, but it is 2 kills for a trade of a Baron Wolf.
Yeah. And he is not able to flash even. He's just chain CC'd.
They have a little bit of a Sejuani problem. Juhan just kind of sidling forward saying, hey, I'm here, by the way, but that's going to force him to flash away. So a little Ezreal action. Nope. Not going to happen today.
It is wild how both of these solo Chemtech to Breon here, and this Baron is going to be hard to make work.
Oh, they're still going in. Umpty has only one direction, and that is forward. The cask is massive again. Fate is doing a ton of damage, so they're trying to burst down Karis as he will just barely get away. And the huge plant is going to get Rascal in position. Man, I love those plants. As Morgan now is just going to be knocked up, and down he will go. And this game is still anybody's to take. It's a 3-on-3 with 2 on each side down.
Duckdom and Beryl still having these Baron buffs means they can push this super hard. Rascal has the Demolish, so they are just going to push right now into the top inhibitor. And Henna, he could do a lot to deter this, but with the Baron buff, they're just going to siege it up.
This is not the side lane low state that we had before. The amount of damage you can do and who's going to get the engage.
He needs to be up in the front lines here to get the permafrost to proc so they can win this fight, and these shock blasts need to hit. These Ezreal Qs need to hit.
All right, there's the chains. It's going to find Juhan, and they're trying to burst him down, and they will. It's 100-0 as in goes Rascal trying to just peel for the team, but down goes Duckdom as well. And that might just be it. I mean, just like that, a couple of picks, and the game might just be over. Beryl is down as well. 3 picks to the side of Bro.
He's just trying to get into position. He's trying to set up those permafrost. He's just pushing forward, and Breon way more decisive with the shot calling here, trying to eliminate the minions. Only 1 left to escort here on this push.
Yeah.
But I think Breon could just tank the turret and make this happen. Nice try for
They're going to
Fate.
try. I don't know. Look at the block there. He's getting in. That's the minion down. The minion is down. They're not going to be able to kill these turrets anymore as Rascal stopped the rest of the minions from coming in.
Oh my god, Valdez, the game will go on. 20 seconds here for Duckdom. He's going to respawn.
This is insane. This game is getting to this point. Fate is 100-0 as he does have stopwatch. Will he survive the flash on out? The Gore Drinker value. He's still alive.
Henna's down, maybe.
Now he's down. Now he's down. But Karis, he bought enough time, and Henna's on the run.
Oh, he's on the run.
Survive.
He survives, but he can't do anything here, and the Baron is denied.
He has done some incredible stuff in this series already. And it's, okay, another one on to Duan. He's got the aftershock this time, and he flashes away. He's just trying to stay alive. Look at him as Zoke going all out onto Umpty. Can they burst down the buy? Yes, they can.
No more damage, and look at the health coming back here for Juhan.
Effort. He's really paying on a knife's edge here, and now Morgan's going to be caught out.
This should be it.
Looking like a lot like the last game as
Karis?
in goes Karis. He's in the back line. Can he get the big ultimate damage? The answer is no. He gets out. He's got a shuriken. Fate's looking for the big shock blast. And he is not going to hit it, but still on the chase. The flash on in. Fate trying to tank for Duck Dom, and he will be able to do that as in goes Karis. Perfectly timed stopwatch, but down he will go. And it's only Effort who is alive.
What a series this was, Valdez. We're going to see the back here into TP.
They're going bot.
Pushing bottom to end the game. Duckdom has a GA. He's very low, but it doesn't matter because even if he's popped here, which
It's
seems
enough.
extremely unlikely, it's not going to matter. They've got the push. They've got those W's, and DRX pulled off their second win of the season in a massive upset here.
Oh boy. Effort trying his best, but it will not be enough. Umpty will respawn. He's trying to clear some minions, but he is not a Jace in this case. As down will go Umpty, and down will go the Nexus. DRX take a 46-minute game.
That's the beginning of the future of what this roster can hold, I think, going into the rest of regular season, but summer season and beyond. This is a series that makes you feel like really we don't need this roster to change necessarily. We don't need to actually make some roster adjustments going into next season necessarily.
Thank you very much. This is Dear for the POG interview translation, joined by Juhan and Fate of DRX. You finally overcame the losing streak. How are you guys feeling today? So, I actually didn't think that we were gonna go to full series, 3-series game, but we won, so I'm really satisfied about that. What about you, Fate? It was tough, and there are a lot of mistakes, but just given that we were able to overcome our losing streak, I'm really happy about that. So, what did the team talk about to get back into the game, Fate?
그냥 여러 가지 좀 변화나 그런 것도 시도해보고 더 게임적으로
I think we
제가 좀
attempted
많이
a
했고
lot of changes
저희가
and talked
서로
about the
잘
game a lot.
아직까지도 안 맞는 부분이 많다 보니까 서로 좀
There are a lot of
많이
things that we're not on
이해하고
the same page
도와주려고
about.
했던 것
So
같아요.
we're trying to communicate and help each other out.
네, 주한 선수께 먼저 질문 드릴게요. 2세트 때 덕담
주한,
선수와 함께 교체 출전을 하게 되셨는데
For
어떤
game 2,
마음가짐으로
how are you feeling when you got
나오셨는지
subbed in with Duckdom?
일단은 그 전 경기에 엄티 선수가 되게
네.
정석적으로 잘하는 선수라서
Umti,
일단
before
초반
that game,
설계를 잘 하고자 하는 마음가짐으로
we knew that
들어갔고요.
he's a
네.
really good
그 다음에
player,
긴장을 조금
so
많이 줄여야겠다는
I told
생각을
myself that I
많이
have to do
아,
some
네,
good jungle
그렇군요.
playing, so
근데 그런
I was-
마음가짐으로 이제
and I was
2세트
really
때는
nervous about it, but
기막힌 역객
I tried to
타이밍으로
stay in the game.
승리를 1세트 뒤에서 지켜보면서
And then you guys
어떤
had an
부분을
incredible
주의하고
counter game
이런
timing
부분을 신경
that won the game.
써야겠다라고 생각했던 게 있을까요?
What was the main focus in game
일단
2?
상대방의 노림수를 가장 많이 생각하면서
네.
우리 한타 구도를 어떻게
I think we were just trying
헤쳐나가야
to
될지 그
focus
부분을 되게 많이
on
고민하고
and predict what
게임에
the
이끌어갔습니다.
enemy was thinking.
네, 많은 분들이 궁금해
And try to predict what kind of angle they were looking for.
부상톤을 보고 팬분들이 굉장히 마음 아파했어요.
And many fans are concerned about Duckdom's injury, so we were wondering how is he recovering?
자기는 괜찮다고
네.
Based
이제 하나도 안
on
아프다고
Duckdom, he's saying that he's fine. He's saying that it doesn't hurt at all.
해줘서 정말 고마운 것 같아요.
네, 진짜 덕담 선수께
And I'm
박수
really
한번
grateful that he
부탁드립니다.
did so well today with the team.
네, 이렇게 오늘 구원 투수 역할을 제대로 보여주셨는데 그러면서 주메인
You guys really saved the game today.
그 별명 마음에
And the
드시나요?
chat has been spamming
그게
Jumin.
아멘에서
Thoughts on that?
나온 말인가요?
네.
정말
I
좀 마음에
think
드는 것
that's
같아요.
from
그게
Amen, right?
의미-
I really
의미 있다고
like it.
생각합니다.
네, 좋습니다.
It's
그러면은
quite
주원
meaningful.
선수 제가 듣기로는 오늘 경기 나오기 전까지 솔랭
And
1위를
Juhan.
기록하셨다고 하셨는데 얼마나 연습한 거예요?
I was told that you
사실
hit
운이
rank
좋아서
1
많이
in
이겼기
solo queue.
때문에
How much did you
그래서
practice?
1등을 찍지 않았나
I
싶고,
honestly got lucky and won a
연습도
lot.
되게
I
쫄랭을
think
많이
that's
하는
why.
스타일이라서 금방 찍지 않았나 싶습니다.
아, 또 역시나 겸손한 말씀을
And I did
해주셨는데
practice a lot,
네,
so
이제 3세트
I think
얘기로
it's really the
들어가
fruitful
볼게요.
result from
네,
my
3세트
practice.
때 미드
For game
제이스가
three,
나왔어요. 이 제이스가
we saw mid
미드에서
Jace.
사용할 거라고 했던 픽이었을까요?
And did you guys pick
정해놓고
Jace thinking
했던
that it
픽은
was going to
아니고
be a
그냥
mid pick?
상대 사업픽에서
We didn't actually plan on that prior to
그냥
the game.
광영한테 이제 다른 챔피언 주는 게 더 낫다고 생각이 들어서 그때 바꿨습니다.
We
그러면은
figured that it would be
이미
better
뽑아
to
놓으시고
give the
순간적으로
top a
바꾸신
different
것
champion,
같네요.
so we went with the
그러면은
mid Jace.
3세트에서는 상대 아칼리가 킬을 굉장히 많이 기록하면서 딜러진 분들이 한타 장면에서 조금 힘들 수 있겠다라고 생각이
And
들었는데
so,
어떻게 극복하고자
how
했는지도
do you think
궁금해요.
you guys overcame Akali's early dominance?
잘 크긴 했었던 것 같은데 그런 거 좀 신경 안 쓰고
Yeah, Akali was
중간에
scaling
저도
pretty well,
킬
but
좀 많이
tried to
먹었어가지고
not be
좀
too concerned
개인적으로는
about that.
부담을 그렇게 크게 안 느꼈고
Personally,
교전은
I
그냥 다 같이 이제
tried not to feel too
서로
pressured
역할
about it.
지켜주면서 잘 해야 되는 거니까 그냥 잘
And when we were
싸울 생각만
trading, I
했었습니다.
think we were just
네,
trying to
맞아요.
do our
이후에
fill in
페이크
our
선수의
own
제이스가
role
진짜
and do our
엄청난
jobs,
활약을
and I
보여줬던
think it worked
게
out pretty
기억이
well.
나는데요. 이 장면은 안 볼 수가 없을 것 같은데 미니언을 지우면서 상대 진격을
So
한턴
we're going
막았을 때
to take a look
장면인데
at
그
this
장면
game replay.
보면서 얘기 나눠볼게요.
Let's look at how you decided
되게
to
긴박했던 장면이었는데
manage the minion
당시
wave.
상황을 조금 더 얘기해 줄 수 있을까요?
walk me through this moment.
그 위쪽 강가에서 교전을 하는데 저희가 좀 포지션이나 이런 거
So
많이 실수를
after we were
했어가지고
trading
상대가 되게 싸움을 잘
in the
걸어와서
topside river, we
이지를
actually made a lot of
중간중간
mistakes.
아 이거 좀 진짜 비상이다
So the
하고
moment
뭔가 좀
Ezreal
본능적으로
died, I
미드 타워에
thought that,
텔포
you know, we were
눌러서
in
미니언
crisis.
지웠던 것 같아요.
진짜 너무
But
멋있는
I
장면인
honestly
것 같아요.
instinctively clicked on my
그리고
TP
오늘
and then
승리로
tried to save the
분위기
game.
반전에 성공하셨고 다음 상대가 D 플러스 기아예요. 각오 한 말씀씩
Now,
해주세요.
next
주한
up,
선수.
You guys are going up against D plus
일단
Kia. How are you guys
캐니언
prepping for that
선수라서
game?
되게
We're going up
긴장되는
against
것
Canyon.
같고, 그래도 잘하는
But I'm quite
선수니까
anxious about that since he's such a
그래도
great
제가 좋은
player.
모습 보여드리도록 노력하겠습니다.
네, 좋습니다.
But I want to try to showcase a good
페이크
performance.
선수도 각오 한 말씀 해주세요.
And what about you,
아직도
Fate?
저희 좀 경기력이 많이 불안정하고 그렇긴 한데 쇼메이커
There are a lot of
선수도 잘하는
moments where we were
선수고
really unsteady,
이제 D 플러스 기아도
and
되게 잘하는 팀이지만
D
제가
plus Kia
범현이
is
형
a
한번
great
울리고
team.
싶어가지고 열심히 준비하겠습니다.
네,
I'll
마지막으로
prep my
DRX의
best and do my
승리를
best in that
간절하게
game.
기다렸던 분들이 있죠. 바로 팬분들인데요. 팬분들께도 한
And
말씀씩
any words
해주세요.
for fans
주한
who've been
선수.
waiting so long for this winning
일단
moment?
제가 경기를 그렇게 많이 안 뛰면도 약간 저를 기억해 주시는 팬분들이
Um,
많아서 약간 항상
Regardless of
감사하다고
how
생각하고
I don't
앞으로도
always
많이
show up
응원해
on
주시면
LCK games,
좋겠습니다.
there are a lot of fans that remember me. So I hope you guys
페이크
will
선수도
continue
해주실까요?
supporting me. Thank you.
초반에 좀
And you,
경기하고
Fate?
힘들었을 때부터 묵묵히 계속 응원해 주셔서 감사드리고
My
좀
fans
자주
have always been
뵙게 할수
supportive,
있도록
even though we
열심히
had
하겠다는
not a
말했었는데
very
뭔가
good
자주는
start.
못 뵀지만 오랜만에 뵈서 좀 즐거운 시간 보내셨으면 좋겠습니다.
And I hope that I
네,
can see you guys
지금까지
have
DRX의
more
주한
fun
선수와
watching our
페이크
games
선수와
in the
인터뷰
future.
나눠봤습니다. 다시
This will
한번
be the end of the interview
축하드립니다.
from Juhan and Fate of DRX, and back to the space.